Hello, it's Karmatos, and welcome to another Thememe deck episode. Today's episode is with Argel Tal with Baby Steps. Why is it called Baby Steps? Well, it's an infantry-focused deck. Infant baby, steps try. Anyway. So this was inspired because Terabus on the Discord is hosting a Argel Tal themed tournament tomorrow, March 17th, or St. Patty's Day. So I decided to just throw something together to have a little fun with beforehand. I don't think this is what I'm going to use for that little gathering for a couple reasons that I'll explain later, but for now, this did 5 wins, 1 loss on the public practice circuit. Let's take a look at the deck. Argel Tal. So we're not shooting for ROM default, we're actually using Argel, and his Warlord power is deal 1 damage. If the target dies, can act again. So my thought is that if there's a lot of good infantry synergy with the word bearers, so if we just really double down on that infantry concept, you know, we can do little bits of damage to enemies and finish them off for 1 damage, and get them that way, and in the worst case, pick off your own troops to turn yourself into ROM if needed. And we're going to see both happen. So, Asadian infantry, it's great. It's a 1-1, it gets you a draw, you can pick it off yourself to reduce the cost of your pseudo-whisper, you know, just good. Righteous Zealot, fantastic for sacrificial lambing, because it's a 2-2 for 2, and it creates another infantry, and we have lots of things that'll sacrifice. Ambassador Melgator, fantastic utility to bounce something away and then sacrifice. Security, yeah, this guy gives a bonus to all the other infantry, and he's also going to be able to do something himself and then usually be sacrificed. Terran Reality, when you got a little 1-1, and you can use that 1-1 to force your opponent to lose his entire, like, 12-12 warded whatever, yeah, absolutely fantastic. Also very fun in conjunction with this guy. One, you can do it on your little 1-1, or more importantly, you do it on Zigsusal himself, and then you'll be able to get off that rally again later for another 2 Wounded Zealots. Gorlem Squad. Yeah, this is just a fun one. This is 3 for a 3/3, and you'd be surprised how often you get, like, Ward Survivor 3 out of him or something, and sure enough, he'll pump out 6 to 9 damage. Kolhek Support. It's a cute low curve 3/3, and if you ever have one of those 1-1s just sitting on the sidelines, you can convert that to 5 damage, and it adds up real quick. Soar is a huge staple for this, because whenever friendly Astarte or infantry die, you get to put in those chaos spawns, so we're going to see at least 1 turn where, you know, everything gets suicided into the enemy, and therefore all get replaced with 3/3s, and anything that doesn't, you can just pick off yourself with Argel, and reduce your own ROM cost, and it's just great synergy. Jubok is just a great low curve infantry who also gets you some cards back, and this is a very low curve, so those cards are going to be important. And also, you can technically hit the opponent with that 3 toughness, survive just long enough to tap yourself for 1. Goldstone Hunters. Yeah, it's infantry, it's fast, you're not likely to sacrifice this to anything, but it'll synergize nicely with security, and it's also just a good kill card, 3 for 3 damage, and win the game. Salon 11th Infantry, yeah, nice, it's an infantry, it's got the 2/3, it's got the backlash draw, so you're gonna get to replace it for this low curve thing, and you can also ram it into the opponent and finish it off yourself. Or ram it into some other enemy, and then, yeah. Ashen Circle, super nice. It's a nice fast for 4 damage, possibly 6, depending on how things work out, and you have lots of little 1-1s to sacrifice towards it, so it'll work out nice. Yeah, this guy, huge staple for an infantry spam. It's 1 to drop 2 of those 2/2 zealots that create 1-1s when they die. This is a sacrifice machine. And so is Jedimus Squad, because this one you get the Cultist at the end of the turn, and so it's a 2/3 that produces a 2/3, and then both of those 2/3s can potentially get lobbed into the enemy and picked off if you need it, or, you know, just more spam. Oh yeah, the Malnor. Whew, this guy wins multiple games, because when you have 7 energy, you drop Malnor, and then you activate this, and suddenly you get a bunch of, you know, 3/3s with frontline. And then when those die, you get 2/2s with frontline, and it just gets out of hand, and the opponent can't get past all those new front lines, and they just bow out. And of course, the Architect of Heresy. Take control of an enemy infantry or Astartes, and return anything else to your hand. I just felt this tied into the theme of infantry supremacy, because if they have a big infantry, I can take it, and Astarte, same thread, you know, some of these are Astartes that synergize with infantry, but everything here does a little bit of something with infantry. They're either infantry or benefit infantry, take control of infantry. You get the theme, the thememe. Anyway, let's see how it did. So what do we have here? Mortarion the Reaper beat, Leman Russ beat, lost to an Angron. That's gonna be a hard one to watch again. Beat a Zardu, beat an Ulrich. I'm surprised I beat Zardu. I was worried about that. And Tarek, and I was also kind of surprised about this. Because this is the ping battle of the century. I'm like, oof, he's gonna be able to ping.
I take no pleasure in offering pain to the gods.
Throne, I'm ready for this.
I'm ready for this. Fun voice actor. Yep, cool. You seek and destroy on that, please. You don't have the energy curve to get off the draw. I'm totes cool with that. Yeah, drop a nice 2/2 and hit him for 1. So now he has to do something to this before he can draw a combo off it. It's not going to be that. What to do, what to do? Yeah, why not? Hoping to bait some of that damage over this way. And looks like I will succeed. That's an Ahsoke 3. I'll still take 5, but look at that. 1 health, 1 health. If only there was a warlord who specialized in this. Oh well. Ping. Boom. Reduces by 2 per kill. And the kill is whenever the warlord kills in general. It doesn't matter if they suicide into me, if I attack them, or if I ping them. They all count towards Blessed Sun. So this is gonna go off every freaking game if you want it to. Not the greatest, but... I don't want him to get the draw, so I'll just do it myself. Unfortunate. But his curve, he can't peck it for 1. Ooh, that looks peck worthy. So I decide to peck both of his units. And don't give him anything to get more draw. We're gonna try to starve him. So I say I have Soar, so I'm gonna try to build up to him. Get as much on the board as possible to feed into that hilarity. See if there's a defense satellite coming my way. Okay, you get 1 draw. I'll give it to you. Not. Ah, that's gonna take out another summon. Could bounce it. Not threatened by it though, so I'm not gonna. We are gonna create some summons though. Not sure why I did it in that order. I could have hit him and then did it. Doesn't have to die from attacking. That was just a misplay on my part. Goodbye, 2-4. Surprised he didn't use it on the 4-4, but I guess he didn't like that whole thing. See? Reduced. Should cost 1, actually. But again, I done goofed. So I don't like being at 13 health. I see you could have a 8 damage in hand and some other stuff, so go ahead and pop that off. And surprisingly not gonna use him. We're gonna get off the heal, hold on to the bounce in case something nasty shows up. Lob a whole bunch of damage into him, and throw Jukebox down. Okay. You got me down to 9. I have 9 damage. If I can't do 2 more, it's no good. But here's what we're gonna do. Let's create a bunch of front line to stop any fasts, stun you, and then bash you for 2. So now, even if he has 8 damage in his hand, he's gonna need 1 additional low curve damage source. Didn't have it. Either didn't have the 8 damage, just couldn't make it happen. Kind of a close call. Alrighty. Ghoul Rock. Yep. I love beating up Primarchs with greens. Yeah, that looks like a great opener.
I take no pleasure in offering pain to the gods.
We have a mission.
So I'm hoping for a kind of fun security attach opener damage, or yeah, just feed the support Cohawks. Colex. Yeah, that was a little unfortunate. It was an opener. Taking out all my fun stuff. It's Survivor 2. That's whack. Hit me, hit me. Ah, yes. The luck. Well, now he's gonna have to suicide bash me in my little 3-3 front line. See? For 3, I just dealt 3 to him and killed a troop. Weird how it works. And pick him for 1. I do like that. 1 for 1 damage. It's just easy and satisfying. Ooh, 5 damage, go. So I'm actually hoping he kills this because I don't want to lose a survivor to that. I'd rather do some other stuff. And sure enough, he is going to kill it because he doesn't want to take 5 either. And I think I make a misplay on this turn. I mean, that's correct. That's good. Gets me down to 11. Hit him for 3. Here's the misplay. I should have dropped Zigzol, whatever, and then dropped him and sacrificed one of the 1/1s. I'm not sure why I sacrificed a Atarak. I just wasn't sure what I was doing with my turn yet, or not enough coffee. But he bows out. He doesn't like the horde state he sees. He does not have any good answers. Didn't really matter, but learn from my mistakes. Alright, who'd we have next? Ooh, Zardu. I'm like, oh god, he's just gonna board wipe all my infantry over and over again for the lowly 2 energy.
Pleasure in offering pain to the
How in the heck do I do this?
I am Zardu Layak, the Crimson Apostle.
I bet you are. Luck, be a lady. Only 1 damage. Let's drop the other one. Bastion for 3, and let's just peck it off myself, because it's guaranteed he'll be able to board clear it anyway, so... Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna suicide kill into that, and then drop like a 4-4, or probably the 4-4. What are we gonna see? Artillery strike and a face bash? Yeah, I remember that. Good timing for the artillery strike for me, all things considered. It didn't hit a third. I could have easily have had like him out, and then all 3 would have been hit. Get off a little poke. Yeah, that's unfortunate. That's why I played the 4-4 in the turn before, because I thought it's before Camille, so if he has it, it'll be out there for at least a turn, and still got eaten.
Glory to the eightfold truth.
Yeah. But I have fun news. I don't think you can handle a 6-6 with an empty board state. Perfect! This is the perfect scenario for these terrors in reality. Drop the terror on the Astarte. I get to keep the 2-2 front lines. I can get that rally off again. I got a 3-4 front line. And we bash into him hard. So let's see what he can do about it. And that's game over. I just didn't kill it. Didn't kill it. Take your pick. I could just all face bash, tear in reality.
This is the end.
This is the end.
The true gods may see what's under my mask.
You got baby stepped. Alright. Angron. Can't win them all. What happens here?
Charge!
You are a broken thing.
Yeah. Yeah, he didn't want to bounce the 2-2, but it costs 0, as it turns out. I'm like, yeah, let's get the blessing going. In hindsight, I guess I could have poked my guy for 1 and then hit him, but I feel like they're just fine. I can always do it a little later. Or that he'll just waste attacks into him. Which he seems to enjoy doing. He doesn't want me to have him to sacrifice. And he'll drop 4-2 fast into it. Bad luck. It's hard having 30 health sometimes. And I'm probably never gonna get off that architect. He'll kill the Astarte. And Motor Strike the other. Just no love, man. Let's get that squad out. Architect is a big hole in my hand this game. Unless he drops Wrath or something, it's not going to do me any good. I figure Merciless or something's coming up, but you gotta do what you gotta do. This is no time to be shy. I regret not having poked my own guy off. Just assuming that a board wipe was coming. I could have hit him for one and then something, but just in case. Surprisingly, he's not going for that because he actually has 2 damage to all. And that lost me the game. Terran Reality, no help. Architect, no help. I'm not going to sacrifice him, so... I mean, if he drops any troop, I'm never going to Terran Reality before architecting. At this point. Got him pretty low. And I swore I was dead this turn, but he actually doesn't have any more damage. So I have a unique opportunity. I can bash, poke, Blessed Sun, heal 5, and then pray. It's the only way I could hold on for dear life. That's already 4 damage. I would need another fast to tie, and... I was a little hasty. Oh no, I don't have the 1 damage anymore. So I bow out like a champ. But now we get to beat up more Primarchs.
I take no pleasure in offering pain to the gods.
I am the Emperor's executioner.
Yeah, I see it as an opportunity to capitalize on that bonus damage. For some reason, I'm not... Would have been nicer there. But I didn't want to drop that 3. I could have done a 2 and a poke. Probably would have been the better play. Hold on to the fast. I just assumed he was going to kill him, so... Yeah. Let's get the 2-2s going. There it is. Ooh, perfect. Sacrifice. Goodbye, 4-4. Bonus 2. Okay, I'm not really concerned about your attack strength since everything was going to get suicided anyway, and I'm not going to face bash you, so let's go ahead and get 2 more out. Flank and ward, but nothing to flank. I decide I don't like where my health's at, so we're gonna get a little poke off. It's not worth the 1 damage versus the 2 energy reduction. It's not dropping enough troops for me to do much. Aha! Still popping off. Alright, 6 is too low. What are we gonna do about it? Oh. Yeah, we're gonna get a bunch of front lines. I'm like, yeah, he could have 4 direct damage and another fast, and no, he doesn't. At this point, I've won. Take your pick. And then that's 6, 10, 13 damage. Made a mistake here. I should have face bashed so I'd get a little bit of the challenge below 5 health. Forgot. Tisk tisk. That challenge still? No, it's already cycled off. Nope. Alrighty. Doot. Mortarion the Reaper. Not sure how I got this one. Probably because stunning a bunch of weenies isn't worth jack. And stunning a 30 health warlord with a 1 damage power, also not that great, so. But I don't want this game to take forever, so I'm gonna bash him every chance I get. Good opportunity for poison. Now he'll face bash and pop off the, yep, blight grenade. Well, if I can't do anything, well, I can do something. Otherwise I would have dropped fasted in, poked him. But we'll do the conservative curve. I'm really not worried about him poisoning anything I have. Ever. So poke him for one, and we'll leave it at that for now. See if we can't bait an attack into our little 1/1. So yeah, I guess in hindsight I was letting him get off poison for his whisper. And that maybe could have been avoidable. But there's definitely better things to tear in reality against. So. And for all things poisoned, I get card draw. So. Fun fact about operational order, this came into play before it was poisoned, so it will put another cultist into play before it dies from poison. Generally things work in a stack where the first thing that exists is the first thing to happen. So a Relentless Warlord power would go off first, or a Warlord at end of turn power would go off first, then things that have played after it, and so on. So, maybe misplayed this a little. No, this is great because we got him. And I want to get off the guarantees, and I'm also getting off Blessed Sun. Might be the end of the next turn. And another! He did not have 3 damage to all. So, quick bow out. Well, if you've enjoyed Argel Tal here, give it a like. Or if you enjoyed me, give it a like. If you want to see more like it, subscribe. Share it with your friends. I'll try to have the tournament details here in the video description for Argel Tal. I will not be using this particular Argel Tal for the tournament, because if the enemy's Argel Tal, because that's the theme, they'll just peck it all off, and what good is it going to do me? But it's a fun Infantry Th-meme. Gonna keep making more fun. Maybe see you tomorrow in the tournament. Karmatos loves you.